Hey guys, and welcome to another video on my channel. If you're new here, I'm Katie, and this originally started out as a channel about me talking books, but has morphed into a million other different things. But today's video is actually about books, and it's a reading wrap-up, except this month I only read one book. Which I feel like in the past, I've had videos where I'm like, I read 20 books this month. I read 15. No, for the past like 12 months, I think my max has been like 3 books. Don't know why, just life has changed and everything. So I haven't been reading as much, especially in the month of January. I was barely home this month. I traveled a lot, so I didn't really have a lot of time to read because where I was traveling just took a lot of time and energy out of me, but I did manage to get one book, and we're going to talk about that book today. And then I'm also going to show you guys my TBR for February. So the one book that I read in January was Never by Jessa Hastings, and I was surprised that it took me this long to get to this book because I know it's been out for a while. I think I've had this book for almost 2 years. I could be very, very wrong, but couple reasons why I picked up this book was A, Jessa Hastings, love her writing in Magnolia Park, so definitely wanted to try this. B, the cover. I mean, look at this. This is just absolutely stunning. And C, I love a good retelling of older stories because this is obviously a kind of like, it's not a Peter Pan retelling, but it's kind of like a continuation. So essentially you have Daphne Darling, who is the granddaughter of Wendy, who's we all know the story of Peter Pan and Wendy. And the Darling family has this kind of like thing, this legacy of every time he turned, I believe it's 13, Peter Pan is supposed to come and take them to Neverland. This never happens for her until she is 17 years old, and he finally does come and take her to Neverland. And by this time, Peter Pan has grown up. He's about 18, 19 years old now, instead of the little boy that he is in the original story. And, she's experiencing all these things. It is a love story, and it evolves because she ends up, when she gets to Neverland, meeting Jamison Hook, who is the son of Captain Hook, who we all know from the original Peter Pan story. And obviously, it's a whole love triangle, and I honestly really enjoyed this. I have heard no news about a sequel. Obviously, she has left it open for a sequel, but I have heard nothing about when that's going to come out or her plans for it. Desperately need to because I am obsessed with this book. But now on to my February TBR. And of course, this one I feel like should be very expected, and that is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. And obviously this is the 3rd book in the Empyrean series, and it's the sequel to Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. And obviously I got these special edition. I mean, these sprayed edges are absolutely stunning. And obviously you have the pretty map and everything in it. And I am super excited to dive into this book. Nasty people on TikTok, though, need to stop putting all of these spoilers because I can't go without TikTok, but I keep saying everything. But definitely excited to read this. Obviously, Iron Flame left us on one of the biggest cliffhangers, and I'm excited to see where she takes us in this new entry. And then the next one I have for my TBR is Quicksilver by Callie Hart. This was recently published traditionally. I know it was originally published indie style, and a lot of people love this book, and I've heard a lot of great things. And obviously all of this cover is so cool. It's just very dark and moody, and I'm obsessed with it. It is, once again, like Fourth Wing. It's a pretty hefty, thick, chunky book, but we're gonna try our best to get through all of the books on my TBR this month because I have been seriously slacking, and honestly I am not buying any more books until I get through a mass majority of the ones I have not read. But so yeah, Quicksilver is my 2nd book on my TBR list. Really want to get into this. I love a good like fantasy romance, and from everything I've heard, this hits the spot for it. And going along with fantasy romance, we have The Inadequate Heir by Daniel L. Jensen, which is the Traitor Queen, Bridge Kingdom. This is the 3rd. It does not follow the same people from the 1st and the 2nd book in the series, but it follows another character, and I'm very excited to see. I mean, we do see snippets of the original characters from the Bridge Kingdom, but follows a different couple now. will say I ordered this off of Blackwell's and it came like completely like bent up, so I am a little annoyed, but still gonna read it, have a great time. I absolutely loved the Bridge Kingdom and the Traitor Queen. Literally sat there and finished it in 3 days, those 2 books, so definitely excited for this one. And then my 4th one is, I'm shocked that I have not read this yet because it's been out for so long, and that is Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. And I'm a huge Ali Hazelwood fan, so that's why it's kind of shocking that I have not read this one yet. But this is another one of her STEM science-y romances. And it says, a forbidden secret affair proves that all is fair in love and science. And it's like a secret dating kind of thing. And oh, this cover is so gorgeous. I even have all of the like I have special editions for her STEM science books. So that is how much I love Ali Hazelwood. So actually I will be saying this too. I'm contemplating things, but more on that later. And then the last book in my TBR is The Play by Elle Kennedy, and this is from the Briar U series, which we all know is like the score, the deal. It's the other kind of part of that. And it says she's about to put this player in his place. Not sure if this is the first one in Briar U, but I read all the other off-campus books out of order, so we're gonna read this one. And I love the covers. I know they have the cartoon covers now and everyone's obsessed, but I will always love the original covers for these. And you know, I'm super excited to start Briar U. I finally finished all of the off-campus, so I need to read this so I can get to the continuation series with all the kids. But these are all of the books on my February TBR. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, this channel has evolved from being way more than just a book channel. I mean, the traveling and everything, the lifestyle in it, life has changed, and you know, I'm super excited. I hope you enjoy the new content. I am still going to be doing my bookish content because that is who I am at heart, but definitely traveling is my new thing as well, and I'm super excited to talk more about my trips in depth. But until next time, see you guys.